Howdy everybody, it's your boy You Will.
Today we're doing some BTD6 Monkey Meadow, CHIMPS mode, hardest mode, arguably. I don't think arguably actually. I think it just is the hardest mode. We're actually going for that black border, and if you don't know what the black border is, it's on any map you have to have all of the medals, and you have to do CHIMPS mode without exiting the game. So basically just write it all the way out. So I came up with this strategy a little while back. Here I'm voiceovering a recording right now, so I can so I can just speed up certain parts, because saving up for some upgrades is kind of annoying. But yeah, so first thing that I like to do is just get a ninja monkey, because they're relatively cheap, and you have to get the first upgrade on the top path, which is Ninja Discipline. Makes his range better, and he shoots his shurikens a lot faster. And now I like to use Oben. He's pretty cheap hero, and also he's pretty good throughout the entire game, all the way up to level 100. So yeah, so he's the next thing that I get. He's got a decent popping power. He'll help out the ninja a lot. So yeah, we have enough now. We're just gonna go ahead and put him right in that little corner. I like to keep them pretty close together, because I'm eventually be getting stuff like an Alchemist and a Monkey Village, so having stuff close together really helps save money in that respect, because you want your stuff that help the other towers, you want those things to be like in range. So yeah, like as you can see, it's not super difficult yet. We have more than enough like popping power, but it starts picking up more closer to around like the later 20s and early 30s. Obviously with this strat, you're not gonna need to do too much fancy stuff. Actually, like no fancy stuff at all. Like meaning like you don't have to spam powers or anything like that, or whatever you call them, like abilities. It's a pretty simple method, because this is not a super difficult map. Yeah, so now we're just saving up for that Bloon Jutsu. Takes a little bit of time, but we've got plenty of time to work with here. If you're also going for that black border challenge, using this strat, I recommend like putting my video on like 1.25 speed in the YouTube options thing, because you don't want to fall behind, because you might be able to pause, but I'm not actually sure if you can. So if you can't, I recommend putting this video on 1.25 speed, just to see, so you can keep up basically, or putting your game on 1x speed would actually that'd work. Next thing that we're gonna do is get an Alchemist, because this guy, I didn't like him at first, but the more I started using him, the more OP I've discovered that he was. Yeah, so we upgraded him on the first path up to tier 4, and then the third path to tier 2 to help out our other monkeys here. Now we're just gonna go ahead and get this wizard monkey. We're gonna upgrade him on the top path the most, but get that bottom path as well for that nice camo C and power. We're actually gonna get him up to 4th tier on the top path for now. And then afterwards, we're going to go ahead, later in the game, we're going to go ahead and get the 5th tier, but that won't happen for a little while. So we're going to get him right below that ninja monkey. We want him near the front of the pack. Oben's out there because he is just an absolute chiller. And honestly, he's not as important as the other ones. He is super important, especially at the beginning, but he's not as important. So we don't need him in the range of the monkey village that we're gonna put down. So yeah, anyways, so the next thing, we're not actually gonna get that bomb tower yet. We're gonna go ahead and get the monkey village like I was talking about, and we're gonna put it kind of as far away as we can. We want it to touch the Alchemist, but we don't need it touching Oben. So like right there is perfect. Just make sure that it's touching everything. We are going to increase its range, so it's not a huge deal if you can't place it like that, but it's really, I mean, it's not that hard to place it like that. Just look at the like the white borders on the monkeys to make sure that they're like in range. So yeah, okay, so now we're gonna get the bomb tower after upgrading that monkey village to 2-2. We're gonna get him to the top path only twice, but we're gonna upgrade his bottom path the most. So just go straight on the bottom path, and actually we're gonna go all the way up to a 5th tier because that bomb blitz is absolutely insane. And again, it costs a lot of money, so we're just gonna go ahead and speed it up 2 times here. Sorry about the audio. There's not really much I can do about it. It just sounds a little bit weird when you speed it up like this. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of ride this out. So while we're waiting for all the money right now, we actually just hit around 60 first BFB. Absolutely destroyed it, easy peasy. But I think I'm gonna do a similar thing for the second map. I can't remember the name of it, and also the third map. They're gonna be very similar strategies because you can pretty much use this strategy here for almost every mode actually. So if you haven't done, like if you can't do half cash or like some of the other hard modes that are like in the game for this map, this strategy actually works almost the exact same. Especially if you have a good amount of monkey knowledge, it becomes a lot easier. But pretty much, I'm not gonna make a video for all the other modes because you need those other modes to get the black border. But pretty much for this map and for most of the beginner maps, this strategy will work for pretty much every mode. So yeah, we're absolutely balling. These balloons and BFBs and Moabs are not even getting close to getting past our monkeys here. Good amount of pop power, even from this 4th tier bomb tower, but we're about to upgrade it to 5th tier. Bomb blitz is absolutely insane for balloon popping power. Like, literally, I don't think anything can get past it in terms of balloons. But Moabs, that's a different story. It does big damage to Moabs and stuff, but I put it more to the right. Like I don't want to put it all the way to the left because we don't want to accidentally focus on Moabs and keep it on 1st. We're only going to put a couple towers that are not on 1st, and we'll see that later. And now now that we got the bomb blitz, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this monkey village to the MIB, Monkey Intelligence Bureau. This isn't super necessary right this instant, but it is necessary when we get up to rounds like 95, 96, 97, 98. Because DDTs can be very, very difficult to deal with. And we're going to get a couple other towers that are basically specifically for DDTs. But we'll see that later. So now that we got the MIB, the next thing that we're going to do is get this Iceman. This Iceman, he's going to take a while to upgrade as well, because we're going to get him 5th tier, just like the bomb tower on the bottom path. His 5th tier, we're going to get him on the second path as well, a little bit. I'm not actually sure if it matters if you go 1st or second path there, but you want to upgrade the 3rd path the most. So after we get icicles here, we're going to start saving up for the Ice Impale. And Ice Impale, basically it does humongous damage to Moabs, and like that kind of... Oh, here we go. Here's the first Zamaga. As you can see, absolutely destroyed it. The first DDTs come around 90. So we gotta be prepared for those with our Iceman. But really what we need the Iceman for is around 95, because, and maybe 98 as well, because a bunch of DDTs come out, and DDTs are super fast. They're tied, I think, for first place in terms of speed with pink balloons. They have the same speed as pink balloons, basically. So they can really screw you up if they throw enough at you, which they do, in around 95. They first come about in around 90, but they don't start becoming plentiful until 95. So this guy's really going to help with that. We're actually going to put him on strong right now as well, to make sure that he's not wasting his talents, I guess. So here we go, pretty close to getting this, and we got it. So now, as you can see, oh, I actually leveled up. Cool. So you can see I'm not actually that high level. You don't need that much monkey knowledge in the other game modes to do this strategy. Obviously, chimps, you can't use any monkey knowledge. That's like part of the whole challenge. Alright, so next thing we want to do is actually get another Alchemist, but we're not going to get him the same way as we did before. We're going to get him up to a 3-2, and that's it. Just to get him to that unstable concoction. In my opinion, I think it actually works really well with the bomb blitz. Absolute beastly combination. Oh, there you go. So there's the first DDTs. And as you can see, they absolutely got demolished because of the ice guy. Slowed them down quite a bit. Yeah, these guys are absolutely getting destroyed now. Next thing we're going to do is actually save up for my good friend Archmage. And that's why we are double speed right now. He's 30-something thousand, I think. Yeah. And I think that's actually going to finish it off. I think that's the last upgrade that we're going to do. Let's get the Wizard Monkey up to Archmage. We will have a little bit of money left over, but not that much. There you go. That was level 95, and it didn't seem like very much, but I mean, like, if we didn't have that ice guy, they would have just barreled right through all my defense. Because that's what happened before I decided to add the Iceman into my strategy. But yeah. Archmage time. Bang. Alright, so now we're level 98. Or around 98. That's pretty much it. We might have like 10,000 to spare. 10,000 money to spare. Which you can get whatever you want with, basically. Level 99 is pretty fast. Big boy level is level 100. Here he is, the BAD. Absolute beastly machine, except he's not gonna quite cut it to get through my defenses, okay? You're not quite good enough, Mr. BAD. And that's too bad. That's really too bad for you. It does take a lot of pop power, though. I mean, like, this guy hasn't even popped yet. As soon as he does, though, he's absolutely demolished. And good night. GG. That's it. That's the strategy for Monkey Meadow. Hope you guys enjoyed. Followed along, maybe. Smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and by the way, this is what the black border looks like. I forgot to show it at the end of the recording, but yeah. You can also see I got it for Tree Stump as well, and I'm close to getting it for Town Center, so that is to come.